Hey there, it's Micah with Mastery. In this video, I'm going to show you how the Memberium menu system works. So I've got a test site here and I've got 4 pages. I've got a course material page, which is like an overview, you could say, for maybe one of your products. And then I've got a page for week 1, week 2, and week 3. And so the scenario is, and I'll show you a bunch of things about the menu, but kind of the scenario to keep in mind is if you were trying to drip content week after week. But of course, this is all kind of tag-based menu control, so you could use it for a lot of different things. Let me show you how it works though. So I'll go into the course material page, and you'll notice it's not protected at all. So there's nothing checked here, which means over here, this is in a different browser, Chrome, I'm not logged in, so I'm a public user, and I can see the course material page. So nothing going on here. What I can't see though are the pages which are protected. So also on this site is a page for week 1, which I did protect, and that's why it's not showing up here. Even if I were to log in, unless I had this unless I had this membership, it would not show up. Now that can change. So in the case where when this thing is protected, we're redirecting away, it hides. When we do hide completely, it hides. If we did show excerpt only, then it would actually show up to people. So let me go to show excerpt only, and when you do this, you might want to keep in mind that under screen options you have to check this box for the excerpt stuff to show up. But if you're showing an excerpt and then you went down and typed in something like this is the non-member content, I'll go ahead and update that, then the page will still appear. So again, even if it's protected, if you're using the excerpt setting, the page will actually appear. You can see there's week 1, and because I'm not logged in, it shows, this is the non-member content. Even if I was logged in, it would show that same thing if I didn't have the tag. So let's go ahead and reset that. So again, when you're hiding it completely or doing the redirect and you've protected it, it's not going to show up on the menu. And of course, then all you have to do to have these things show up is apply that tag to somebody. So I've got this test user here I've been messing with. Let me go ahead and remove some of these tags, and we'll log in as this person. So here we are, and if I go to log in, I've got test 10 as my test user. And again, like I said, he shouldn't be able to see anything. There's nothing going on, right? So if we do actually apply the tag, and in a regular scenario, you'd probably have applied the tag before you even send them in there if they need it. I had a tag called test 10, which I was using for my week 1. But now that I've applied the tag, let's assume that the person logged in after it was applied. And there is a way to force update this thing so they don't have to log out and back in, but we'll cover that in another video. You can see though, here's week 1. And of course, if I were to add week 2, week 3, and so on, it's going to do the same kind of thing. I'll just show you a little bit here. So there's week 2, and we could go out and back in if we wanted to, testing this thing. So you can see week 2 will show up. Now that's with the really basic menu. Those are all top level menu items. But it works with the regular WordPress drop-down menus as well. So in WordPress, I went under Appearance, I went to Menus. Let's just go ahead and create a menu. I'll call it the main menu. And let's add all the pages to this menu. So here's all my pages. I'm going to go ahead and add them. And what we'll do is we'll put the course material at the top. We'll say it's the main page. And these other ones will make sub-pages of it. So you can see it you can drag them around. They can even be sub-pages of each other. But let's just say they were drop downs off of this one. Forgot I got to put them in the right order. There we go, and save it. I do actually need to set the location as well. I'm sorry. So I'll set the theme location and hit save. And now what I'll see is basically the same thing if I refresh this, but in a drop down format. So you can see there's week 1, there's week 2, and of course, if I go back to Infusionsoft and if I were to add a tag, in my case it's the test 12, but if you were to add the tag representing the next week, and you can probably imagine a sequence that's adding these with 7-day delays between the weeks. If it was a month, of course, you do a 30-day delay or whatever. But let me just log out and back in, and I'll show you that next drop-down menu item will have appeared. So again, it's pretty easy. It's all really based, if you think about it, on the pages themselves and what their settings are as to whether they're going to appear in the menu. But here you go. So week 1, 2, 3. That's how you can drip content over weeks, months, really any period of time you want. It's just a matter of which pages are protected, and when you do protect them, this one's not protected, but when you do protect some of these other ones, your actual content, then it's when prohibited, what are you doing? Hide completely or redirect. Again, we'll take it off the menu for pretty much no matter what, unless they have the tag. And then show excerpt only will show it to everybody no matter what, and the members will simply get the content. The non-members will of course get the excerpt. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks again.